जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा। श्री चैतन्य भागवत की जय। श्रील वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat reading and wish you all a blessed, happy Deepavali. So we will continue with our Chaitanya Bhagavat reading. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. We are reading from the Antya Khanda of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, and we saw yesterday Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Ramakeli and how while he was there he attracted everyone. People were coming, whether they were Muslims, it didn't matter. Everyone was completely attracted to him. They were chanting Hari Hari, seeing him. And there were always these symptoms, ecstatic symptoms on his body. Everyone was amazed to see him, see this sadhu, Nawab, the king, Hussein Shah, that this mendicant, even Muslims, they're going and offering, prostrating themselves in front of him like that. So many people are coming, and a description of his body, right? How beautiful he is. He looks like he's from some high family. Huh? Uh, he must be the son of some big, he must have been a king himself, or maybe the son of a king, a prince, and he must have gotten spiritual knowledge somehow, so he renounced everything. But from his body, his beauty, his effulgence, he's tall, and there's a description of his broad shoulders, his gait like a lion, like that. That's one thing. And his body is so soft like butter. But at the same time, he falls to the ground violently. In half an hour, he falls 1,000 times to the ground. And the tears that are coming from his eyes, they are like so many rivers constantly. And his body is trembling that 100 men cannot hold him still. And Sometimes he just laughs, and he laughs for 6 hours continuously, and still he doesn't stop. Nobody has seen such symptoms. So people are coming, crowds and crowds, millions and millions of people are coming to see him like that. Ah. So Hussein Shah heard this from his policeman, and then he inquired from his uh, personal, servant, Keshava Khatri. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said Keshava Khatri, uh, but now he's named Keshav Khan by Hussein Shah. So he asked him, "What's your opinion about this uh, mendicant?" And then Keshav Khatri actually was aware of the position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his glory, but he was being very cautious uh, in speaking with this Yavana king. So he said in a very diplomatic way, "I don't think you need to worry about this mendicant. He's just a poor sannyasi begging door to door. Maybe he has one or two followers. He stays under the tree. You don't have to fear him. Your policeman, he's feeling jealous and he's just making up stories. Don't worry." But when Keshav Khan said this, what did Hussein Shah say? "What are you saying? He's an ordinary poor person. Don't speak like that. I feel, I can tell you that I am the king of just this kingdom. Everyone in my kingdom follows my orders, but he is that person whose order people of all kingdoms follow. That means he's the king of everyone. I'm just the king of one kingdom, my kingdom, one country. But he is the king of all countries in the entire creation. How can I say this? Even in my own kingdom, where I'm maintaining all the people, still, if I didn't pay my my men, those who work for me, if I didn't pay them for 6 months, they would go against me. They would start complaining. And in this mendicant's case, he's not giving them anything. He's not giving them food or salary or anything. Yeah. Rather, they maintain themselves and still they're coming to him in throngs. That so many of them are coming in crowds to see him. Although he's not paying them, bribing them in any way. This is only possible with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is that person who is called by the Hindus as Krishna, or who's called by the Muslims as Khuda. So nobody should ever interfere with his activities. Let him go wherever he wants, like that. And let him preach from whichever scripture, whatever he wants to preach. Nobody should interfere. Don't you ever call him a poor person. Keshav Khatri, when he heard this, he felt happy, but at the same time, this king was a Yavana. That means he can change his mind at any time. That's the nature. Yavana means they're controlled by the modes of passion and ignorance, and at any time um, they can change their mind. Today he is glorifying Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tomorrow he can go against him out of envy. So he sent a message to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through a Brahmana saying that you should leave this place immediately. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, after staying in that village for a few days, he left. He left that place. He was actually going to go to Vrindavan, but then he decided, I'll go back to Jagannath Puri. So he headed back to Jagannath Puri. And also we read how he spent time in Advaita Acharya's house, and Sachimata was called to cook for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. So when he started going back to Jagannath Puri, he see He joyfully continued his path by the Ganga's bank. After some days, he came to Advaita's home. Seeing his son's glory, Advaita, sorry. So we are also going to read about Achyutananda, Advaitacharya's son. Yeah, so Mahaprabhu went back, right? He decided. But is it that he actually became afraid getting the message from Keshava Khan uh, or that Brahmana sent by Keshav Khan that this king, you cannot trust him, so you should leave this place immediately? Was he afraid? No, he was not afraid. He is the Supreme Lord, right? So actually, what we saw was, yeah, sorry, I missed some points here. That this Brahmana went to give message to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but what was the condition of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He was absorbed in ecstasy. Not for a single moment was he not doing Sankirtan. Constantly he was doing Sankirtan, and he was surrounded day and night. At every moment he was surrounded by millions and millions of people, devotees and people who came to see him. And anyone who came there, they were simply seeing him, they were all induced to chant Hare Krishna. So at constantly there was this roar of Hari, Hari, Hari. This Brahmana could not get anywhere close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What to speak of giving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the message of Keshav Khan? He was not able to come close. Hours passed. Then finally he informed the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the message from Keshav Khatri or Keshav Khan. Please give this message to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is the message? You should leave this place immediately. So Mahaprabhu was not afraid of anyone. And all the people that were there, even though the Muslim king was nearby, nobody feared him. Fearlessly, everyone was doing Sankirtan in the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They didn't worry even for a single moment what will happen, right? But by the associates of Mahaprabhu, when they heard this, everyone else, nobody was in external consciousness. They were all in, complete transcendence. But the devotees, associates of Mahaprabhu, when they got this message, they were getting a little concerned that, Mahaprabhu should get this message and Mahaprabhu should leave the place. So Mahaprabhu, they didn't tell him, but Mahaprabhu could feel, right? He was in ecstasy, but when his devotees were feeling this anxiety, his associates, Mahaprabhu could understand what was in their hearts. So now slightly he came out of his uh, absorption. He came a little bit to external consciousness, and uh, yeah, yeah. 1 second. Mhm. Yes. So when he understood the worry, the slight worry, it's not like they were, worrying a lot, but they had a slight worry. And because of that, Mahaprabhu came to external consciousness, and he smiled slightly. And then he spoke to everyone. Why are you afraid that the king will come to see me? Right? Can he come and see me? He cannot come unless I inspire him to come and see me. He's not going to come and see me. Why are you afraid that he's going to come and he'll punish or something? He can't even come to see me. He cannot call me to him. What will happen? You think that he will call me, summon for me? What power does he have, this king have, to order me? Unless I put words in his mouth, he cannot even speak. And how can he see me without my will? Who is this king? The Vedas are searching, they cannot find me. All these siddhas and yogis, they are looking for me, they cannot find me. The Mahabharata cannot find me, and this Mlecha king, he will find me. I have come here to start the Sankirtan movement. And I will deliver the whole world. It does not matter whether one is Yavana or demon or whoever he may be. I will deliver everyone. In this yuga, everyone will chant my holy names. Hmm? So, who will not get, who will not chant? Only those people who are intoxicated by their high learning, high birth, right? Austerity. Those who think that they're advanced and they're, great. These are the people who commit offenses and they don't chant the holy names of the Lord. And they are the ones who are actually cheated of the mercy. Otherwise, everyone, however sinful he may be, is going to be delivered. In every town and village, my name will be preached. I'm here in front of everyone. Still, people are not even trying to search for me, right? Find me. They're not even trying to find me that I'm here. Let us go and see him. They don't even come to me. If this is the case, then how this king will be able to come and see me? Don't worry. These are all false words, right? That the king will punish me. He'll call for me. Don't worry about these things. Like this, Mahaprabhu assured all his associates. And Mahaprabhu stayed in that village for some time and then performed Sankirtan. Of course, he was going to go to Mathura, but he didn't go. Instead, he turned around and he said, now I'm going to go back to Jagannath Puri. And then he continued while performing Sankirtan. He went south and then he came to the bank. He followed the path by Ganga's bank and he came to Advaita Acharya's home. So we'll read from there today. He joyfully continued on the path by the Ganga's bank. After some days, he came to Advaita's home. Seeing his son's glory, Advaita turned from his other duties and became wrapped in bliss. So Advaita Acharya had a son, and he was such a great Vaishnava, such a great devotee. So seeing the activities of his son, Advaita Acharya turned from his other duties and became wrapped in bliss, right? He just forgot about everything else and he was completely in ecstasy seeing the activities of his son. At that time, Lord Chaitanya came to Advaita's home. Just when Advaita Acharya was marveling, completely absorbed in the wonderful activities of his son, just at that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived at Advaita Acharya's home. He arrived at Advaita's home. Please happily listen, and I will tell the very wonderful story of why Advaita was wrapped in bliss in his son's company. Yes, so we may be wondering what happened, what did he do, what did the son do that Advaita Acharya is completely in bliss. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying, please listen, I will tell you the very wonderful story why Advaita Acharya was completely in bliss in his son's company. Advaita had a worthy son who in this world was known by the name Achyutananda. One day, by divine arrangement, an exalted sannyasi came to Advaita Acharya's home. Seeing the sannyasi, Advaita became very humble. First, he bowed down and then he offered the sannyasi a sitting place. Advaita said, Goswami, please accept alms. The sannyasi said, you may offer alms, but first I wish to ask a question of you. The alms I ask is that you answer my question. Advaita Acharya said, please accept a meal first. Later you may ask questions and we will talk. The sannyasi said, first I will ask my question. Advaita Acharya said, ask me whatever you like. The sannyasi said, who is Keshava Bharati to Lord Chaitanya? Please tell me that. In his heart, Lord Advaita thought, there are two sides, material and spiritual. Although he has neither father nor mother, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is still called Devaki Nandan, the son of Devaki, right? Although from the spiritual point of view, no one can be Lord Chaitanya's guru, still everyone says that he has a guru. Why should I begin by talking from the spiritual point of view? So spiritual point of view is he has no father, no mother, no guru. He is the supreme father, right? Krishna says, Pita hamasya jagato mata dhata pita maha, right? So I am the father, I am the mother, I am the grandfather, I am everything, I am guru, like that. So that is spiritual point of view. And So Advaita Acharya is thinking, although from the spiritual point of view, no one can be Lord Chaitanya's guru, still everyone says that he has a guru. So why should I begin by talking from spiritual point of view? First, I will speak in ordinary material terms. Thinking in this way, Lord Advaita said, Keshav Bharati is Lord Chaitanya's guru. So the sannyasi had asked, who is Keshav Bharati to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So Advaita Acharya said, Keshav Bharati is Lord Chaitanya's guru. You have seen that Keshav Bharati is his guru. Why do you ask this question of me? Advaita Acharya is saying. The moment Advaita spoke these words, right? Which words? When he said, Keshav Bharati is Lord Chaitanya's guru. The moment Advaita Acharya said this, Achyutananda ran into the room. He was charming, a charming 5-year-old boy, his limbs clothed only by the 4 directions. That means he was not wearing any clothes, he was naked. He was a small boy, 5-year-old, and his body, his limbs were covered with dust from his childhood playing. A small boy, just playfully playing, body covered with dust, not even wearing clothes. His every limb was handsome. He was like Kartikeya, the son of Lord Shiva. He was just like Kartikeya. He knew everything. He was very devoted. He held all the power of pure devotional service. Hearing the words Lord Chaitanya's Guru, Achyutananda laughed and laughed, filled with anger. Sometimes, when you're angry, you laugh. Such laughter is actually very scary. You're angry, and in anger, you're laughing. So Achyutananda laughed and laughed, hearing Advaita Acharya say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Guru is Keshav Bharati. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's guru. When he heard that, he started laughing. Filled with anger, he said, Father, what are you saying? Say again what you think. You think Lord Chaitanya has a guru. How can you dare to place such words in your tongue? I do not know the reason. If you place words like those on your tongue, right? If you, my dear father, you are Advaita Acharya, if you place words like those on your tongue, then I think the Kali Yuga has certainly come. Or perhaps Lord Chaitanya's Maya potency, which bewilders Brahma, Shiva, and the demigods, has also bewildered you. So, if you are saying that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has a guru, then there can be only 2 reasons. One reason is that Kali Yuga has begun, right? So, by the influence of Kali Yuga, people forget Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's position, or that even you, great personalities, are bewildered by Maya. So even you, my dear father, who are Advaita Acharya, you are also bewildered by the Lord's Maya. I think Lord Vishnu's Maya potency bewilders you. Who has the power to cross over Lord Chaitanya's Maya? If you are not bewildered by Maya, then why do you say Lord Chaitanya has a guru? By Lord Chaitanya's wish, the numberless universes enter the pores of Lord Chaitanya's body. By Lord Chaitanya's wish, the numberless universes enter the pores of Lord Chaitanya's body. That is Karanodakashayi Vishnu. Lord Chaitanya enjoys pastimes on the water. He plays alone. Nothing different from him exists. Yes, everything, the whole creation begins from the glance of Karanodakashayi Vishnu. So nothing different from him exists. Many proud sages do not even know where they are. By Lord Chaitanya's inconceivable will, Brahma was playfully born from Lord Chaitanya's lotus navel, as Garbhadakshay Vishnu, from his navel. Brahmaji was born. At that moment, Brahma had no power even to see where he was. At the end, Brahma worshipped Lord Chaitanya with unalloyed devotion. Pleased by Brahma's devotion, Lord Chaitanya taught him the truth. Placing Lord Chaitanya's order on his head, Brahma then created the universe and taught everyone what he had learned. Sanaka and other sages learned that knowledge from Brahma and mercifully taught it to the whole world. In this way, the knowledge was passed down. Why then do you say that Lord Chaitanya has a guru? It is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who gave the knowledge for the first time to Brahma, and from Brahma it is passed down in disciplic succession. So, whatever knowledge anyone in this world has from their gurus, it is originally coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How you are saying that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has a guru? That is Achyutananda's argument, question. Why then do you say that Lord Chaitanya has a guru? You are my father, you are my Shiksha Guru. How will I learn the truth from you? Why did you say all those false things? Right? If you are a guru, you see, yad yad acharati sreshtas tat tad evetara jana. So uh, you are acting like this. You are my leader, you are my guru, my Shiksha Guru, and you are my father. You are supposed to set the right example. Why you are saying false things? You are saying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has a guru. Why did you say that? After speaking these words, Achyutananda became silent. So he was very angry, and angrily he said all this. And then he became silent. Why did you speak like that? Hearing his words, Advaita Acharya became filled with bliss, saying, Son, son. Advaita embraced Achyutananda. With tears of love, he sprinkled Achyutananda's limbs. He said, You are my father. I am your son. Right? I am not your guru. I am not your father. You are my father. You are teaching me the right thing. Pretending to be my son, you have come here to teach me. Father, Advaita Acharya is saying to his son, 5-year-old son, Father, please forgive my offenses against you. Never again will I talk as I did. This I promise you. Hearing himself praised, saintly Achyutananda became embarrassed. He would not lift his head. Hearing Achyutananda's words, the sannyasi at once offered dandavat obeisances. Why all this is happening? Because the sannyasi had come and asked, Advaita Acharya said, please accept some prasadam. And he said, no, take some charity, alms. So he said, the alms that I ask is an answer to my question. What is the relationship between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Keshava Bharati? So in answer to that, Advaita Acharya said, he is Guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Achyutananda came and he said, how could you say that? So the sannyasi is watching the whole thing. And then Advaita Acharya, he's like embracing his son with tears in his eyes and saying, no, no, you are my father. This sannyasi fell flat in Dandavat obeisances in front of Achyutananda and of course Advaita Acharya. Hearing Achyutananda's words, the sannyasi at once offered Dandavat obeisances. The sannyasi said, Advaita's son is worthy. As the father is, so is the son. His words are beyond the knowledge of ordinary human beings. The power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead rests in Achyutananda. It cannot be otherwise. How can such words come from the mouth of a child? The moment I came to see Advaita is auspicious. The moment when I came to see Advaita is auspicious. With my own eyes, I have seen very wonderful glory. After offering respectful obeisances to Advaita and his son, the sannyasi departed, chanting Hari Hari. That is why I say that Advaita's son was worthy. His only shelter was Lord Chaitanya's feet. If someone worships Advaita but rejects Lord Chaitanya, then even if he be Advaita's own son, okay, if someone is worshipping Advaita but who is rejecting Lord Chaitanya, then even if he is Advaita's own son, he must go. He must go. Seeing his son's glory, Advaita Acharya abandoned all duties, embraced his son, and wept. He took the dust from his son's limbs and happily smeared it on his own body, saying, Lord Chaitanya's own associate is born in my home. Lord Advaita clapped his hands and danced. Embracing his son, Lord Advaita danced. No one in the three worlds can know the heights of his devotion. Seeing his son's glory, Advaita was overcome. At that moment, everything was very auspicious, accomplished, accompanied by his associate. So exactly at that moment, when Advaita Acharya is dancing, taking the dust from his son's feet and smearing on his body, at that moment, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, accompanied by his associates, came to Advaita's home. Seeing his worshipable deity, the master of his life, Advaita fell to the ground and offered Dandavat obeisances. Advaita roared, Hari! Overcome with bliss, he forgot his own body. The women chanted Jai, Jai. Great bliss arose in Advaita's home. Lord Chaitanya embraced Advaita to his chest. He sprinkled Advaita's limbs with tears of ecstatic love. Holding Lord Chaitanya's feet to his chest, Advaita wept. He was not in external consciousness. In the four directions, the devotees wept. How wonderful was the love they felt. I do not have the power to describe it. Yeah, we will stop here today. Thank you all so much, dear devotees. So I'll continue next weekend. Yeah, Saturday. Chaitanya Bhagavat. Hare Krishna.